Today's video is going to be on how to get started with Screencastify. The district recently signed an agreement for Screencastify Unlimited for all staff and students. So this is a utility for doing screen recordings that both staff and students can utilize throughout the school year, and there are no restrictions. So as many recordings and as many editings as you would like to do, you're able to do with Screencastify. Any Chrome browser that you log into with a district account, whether it's a student's email account or a staff's email account, a staff email account will automatically or should automatically add the Screencastify extension to the browser. You can also manually add it yourself, and which would require you to log into the Screencastify account in order to activate the premium functionality. I'm going to show you on a fresh installation of Google Chrome. I'm logged in as no one right now. See, it says not signed in, and it's asking me to turn on sync. So I am set to use my sample student account, which is Rudy Test. So to get started, I'm going to turn on sync to log into Google, and then I'm going to type in my student email address, and then I'm going to type in my student password. And it's going to ask me if I want to link this to my student.acitech.org account. I'm going to say yes, link data. Yes, I want to turn on sync because I want, as you noticed, when I did that, the app started to appear here because now I'm signed in as Sampa123 at student.acitech.org, which is Rudy Test. And as we log in, you'll start to see these icons, which are the district approved icons, appear. Now on a Chromebook, these are automatically present the second you turn the Chromebook on, because you have to log in with your school email account or whether it's a staff or a student account in order to access the device. On Windows and Mac, you have the ability to have profiles, and those profiles allow you to log in and turn on sync. As you can see, now that I'm here, I've got some, my links came over from my saved browser session on my Chromebook, and I've got all the apps that the district installed automatically for me. And one of them is the Screencastify. It kind of looks like an arrowhead to me, but it's a red play button with a camera in the background. And if I click this, or hover over it rather, you'll see that it says Screencastify, screen video recorder, and I can go ahead and click that. And it's going to tell me that it wants me to sign in. So the first thing I've got to do is sign in. Now, I've already gone through the setup steps with this account. What it would do is it would take you to a login screen, and then it would show you or ask you to sign with your Google account, and then ask you if you're a teacher or a student, and then if you're possibly some other questions, and then take you to a Hooray page that you are now logged in and you have unlimited. So we could see what that looks like because I can click the icon again, and you can see that I have Screencastify Unlimited. It's asking me to set up my interface, so I've got to tell it which microphone I want to use and which camera I want to use, and whether or not I want to allow the annotation tools. And then what I'm set to cast. Do I want to cast just an individual tab, my whole desktop, or do I want to do a webcam shot so that I would be in there? And there are more options that you can turn on and off as well. For example, like show webcam preview will put your head in a little box down here. So whatever is seen by the webcam on the device would be shown as an overlay to the actual desktop that's being recorded. So I'm going to go ahead and click setup, and it's going to ask me to allow the microphone, and I'm going to say yes. And it says, yay, you've set up the microphone. And then I am going to, so my microphone is on. I'm not going to worry about embedding a microphone or my webcam at this time because I have no intentions of taking any video with this right now. I'm going to do screen capture only via the desktop. And I am going to enable the drawing tool. So Screencastify has requested additional permissions to read. So I'm going to go ahead and allow. And now I'm going to start a recording. It's going to ask me what I want to record. I'm going to record my window, and it is going to start recording. So I'm actually recording right now. You can see the little arrow here changes to a red dot over it, letting me know that I'm actually recording. And if I click on this, you can see that my desktop is being recorded. And if I open up anything now, go to my Google Drive, for example, or for example, open up a PowerPoint, this is being recorded as part of the presentation, and I can go ahead and give a voiceover to this as I'm going through, and you can see my annotation tools appeared down here because I can annotate this page, so I can even, like you would on a smartboard. I'm a very bad drawer, for lack of a better term, but you can actually go ahead and annotate the page. You can erase things. You can wipe the screen clean and do all of those things you would do on a whiteboard using the Screencastify tools. So as I click back to the mouse and I switch between my tabs, um, I can go ahead and everything that's happening on the screen is being captured. When I'm done, I want to go ahead and hit the stop recording button. So I have two screens set up, so some of the menus for me are showing up on another screen, but at the bottom of the page here would be a screen recording stop sharing option. I'm going to do it this way just because I can show this to you. So I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. And within a few seconds of hitting stop, a new tab is going to automatically load, and my recording is going to go ahead and be displayed. And you'll see that it is automatically uploading this video to Google Drive for me. This allows, without me having to do anything, once this is done, I can either copy the link or quickly publish it to Google Classroom or to YouTube, or download it directly to the computer that I'm working on if I want to do something else with it. Once it's done, I also get the option to use this editor, um, which allows you to clip. So if you're like me and you flub your lines in these videos, you can actually cut those portions of the video out. And the editor is beyond the scope of this video. However, it is a beta tool, so I've even had some problems with it in the short time I've been playing with it. But it is a useful tool nonetheless. I have used it on almost every video I've recorded tonight because I keep saying things that I ought not say that shouldn't be recorded. One of the things you can also do from here is quickly just change the title of this video. So this is my sample video for demo. And if I just right now, you can see the little arrow here changes to a red dot over it, letting me know that I'm actually. And as for those of you wondering what that was, I apologize. I actually clicked the play for the preview, and my mic was turned, and the audio feedback was turned on. So that's why you started hearing my voice, and why I stopped talking, because I was puzzled where that was coming from. So if you click on the video, it's just like a YouTube video. If you click it, it'll start to play. If you click it again, it will stop. And I had accidentally unmuted the video, so what was being recorded was played back. Video is almost done. Almost. It's still going. It's at the tail end. As soon as this is done, you will notice that these options become available. So I can click Share to Classroom, and then I can put this into whatever classroom, Google Classroom you have instantly without having to go to Classroom. Or I can publish it to YouTube, or I can take and copy this link and paste it into a Gmail. So if I go back to Gmail, I can go ahead and email this to a student or to any number of anywhere else, and that's the link to that video. I can even confirm the video is in my Google Drive by going to Google Drive, go to Google Drive, and Screencastify automatically creates a folder for you. You should see it in your quick access. Don't be alarmed if you don't see a preview right away. Google does what it does for all video formats, and it attempts to optimize the video or compress the video. But you can go to the Screencastify folder, and you'll see sample video for demo. This is the name that I gave the video here. If I change the title here, wow. and I come back here, it will update here in a matter of minutes. So, within a matter of seconds, rather. So the video, the two are linked together. We can take a brief look at the editor just so you get a feel for what that looks like. So if I click open in editor, it's going to open that video up in the editor. It's going to take some time for the editor to actually load, but it's going to actually give you a overview of all the slides. And from here, you can shrink the video, so you can take pieces out, you can delete sections of the video, you can scrub the video from left to right, you can add text overlays. Let's say something profound, and then that adds an overlay, so that text overlay is now visible. You can do a lot of things with that text overlay. You can even remove that text overlay. Or as I just did, delete the whole video. But don't worry, there's an undo button. So we just hit undo, and it goes back and undo, and my text disappears. Like I said, the editor is a bit out of the scope of this video, but for this video, but this is something you go play around with. You also have the ability to download this edited video as an MP4 or save it to Google Drive. So the original video is already in Google Drive. We're going to come to the editor, we're going to make changes to it, and when we're happy with it, we're going to then save the edited copy to Google Drive. So you'll have two copies of the video, so just keep that in mind. So if I save this, I can say this is my edited copy of the video, and I hit save, and it will process the video, and then you'll see it'll do the same upload sequence that it did before. Give it just another moment to finish up. And it should be done, and it says, yay, it's done, so we can click view, and it will load in the Screencastify view, or more importantly, we could switch back to our Google Drive, and we could see the edited copy of the video. Now notice that the preview is available for the first video we did, which was the original, and that's because it is done processing, and there's no preview for this video because it is not done processing yet. So this concludes the video on Screencastify. I know it's a bit rough, but given the circumstances, I wanted to get something put together as quickly as I could for you guys.